Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back along to another episode here on The Young Farmer. My name is Andy. I am your farmer, and today we've got a couple of things to do actually. This morning we're just running a quick load of straw up to a local stable, where we've shipped it from a local yard, and it's going not too far up the road here actually. In fact, if I'm right in thinking, we're kind of going straight on when the road bends on to the left here. We're going up that little dirt track. So we've got a load of straw to do, and then we're off to knock some grass down, actually. So I'd say that silage season is about to officially start. Ooh, that looks good. Get down there. It's a little bit bumpy though. There's not a lot of straw in the back here, just enough. They don't have a great big loader there, so they didn't want to take too much in one go. And I'm to unload it myself because the stable owner in question isn't actually going to be here. Ooh, that's a bit of a lean. Never mind. So how you all doing? Hope everything is going fantastically well. We've been very busy here. There's lots to update you on. We're going to go back to the yard to drop the fast track off after we're finished here, and we'll have a bit of a run through where we stand and what's going to be happening and any changes that we're going to be making. And contractors have been working hard there to remove the rest of that old building. So it's really kind of cleared things out a touch, so it looks fantastic now. So we'll see what that looks like moving forward. And it's going to give us a lot of opportunities there. And yeah, I'm very excited that I kind of have a rundown of what that will entail. For now though, we're just going to cruise up here without making too much noise. I know there's going to be a lot of horses up here, so we don't want to startle those guys too much. Just knock my beacons off as well, I suppose. There's quite a lot of grass in the area that we can start to work on. This first lot we're going to go to though is for a different farm actually, not the farm that we were spreading fertilizer on the grassland just last week. It's actually a different farm. That stuff we did spread the fertilizer on. No, that's probably going to be about another, I'd say at least 3 weeks out. It's starting to grow a bit, grow tall, but it needs to really just thicken up a bit. Okay, so let's go and see what the deal is here, shall we? Nice old looking stable though, I must say. Oh, that was. Oh, look at the old. Is that an old Zeta? Glorious. Well, I see some horses over there. No one else around. I think I'm just going to be stacked in this corner here, which would make a lot of sense to me. So that's what we'll do. We're just going to. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just move this Zeta around the corner first. Come on, come on. Ho! Ho ho! Listen to that. Okay, so we'll just stick this over here, I think. I'm going to try and back the trailer up this little track here. That'll work. Fantastic stuff. So they do go through quite a lot of straw here. Horses get changed out every day, I think, pretty much. But this is just the last of what the local farmer had in his shed. Obviously, we're approaching harvest, so there's going to be a lot more being baled up shortly. Take it forward a bit there as well. Lovely day over the valley here. It really is starting to look good. The spring barley that we put into the ground not so long ago is actually starting to come through very nicely now. We've got just started to emerge through in the last kind of day or two, which is great as far as we're concerned. It really is nice to see that start to really shoot on. Alright, so we'll get ourselves all squared up here and we'll start to get these all unloaded, I think. Well, credit where credit is due, folks. This is not a bad little tractor, actually. It's a little bit numb, but it's not bad. It's doing a great little job. Just ticking along there, getting these unloaded nice and easy. I'm amazed they can actually handle 2 bales at one time, but it seems to be pulling through, which is good. And yeah, we've got half of them unloaded already. We'll take these guys off, and then all we have to do after that, there we go. Let's just pull forward a little bit, that's better. There's something not quite right with the hydraulics on here. It does like to float around a little bit. Perhaps there's a seal about to go on it, maybe, but it's not all that bad. For what they use it for here, it's perfect, I would imagine. It's kind of shifting a few bales around now and again, maybe moving the trailer, but it doesn't really need to do a great deal. Okay, so we'll just stick this guy in here. Like so, perfect. Yeah, you can see the front hydraulics there, the front loader hydraulics, at least starting to float up and down a little bit too much for my liking, but hey, like I said, it's not my machine, I don't have to worry about that too much. What I do need to do now though is just jump back across into the fast track. But we'll just pull forward, straighten it out, and then kick it back a little bit. That should about do it. Excellent. So do let me know what you're all getting up to as well. If you're working in the region, if you're about to start your harvest, or if you're cracking on with silage, like a lot of people seem to be in the region here, do let me know. We've got a few calls coming in actually about some possible baling work, and even just some wrapping work on its own actually. So we're going to be doing that over the next few days. So what I really need to try and get around to doing at some point, maybe later today or tomorrow, is actually getting out there with the getting the wrapper out of the shed and just making sure that's looking all good, and work it over, grease it up and everything, and then we'll be good to get cracking with that when the phone rings. It's a nice little stable he's got up here actually. It's really nice and tucked away, nice and quiet, plenty of space for your horses. If you're into that kind of thing, it's really nice. I've always preferred 4 wheels as opposed to 4 legs, but never mind. Okay, and we'll just leave this in here. I think that'll be fine. Oh! Heavens, that sounds a bit rough. Alright, job done. Let's get ourselves back up to the yard. Perfect stuff. So today we're going to go back to the yard there. The class is already hooked up to the front and rear mowers, and we're going to head away. And I think to start with we're just knocking down headlands in a couple of fields, so it shouldn't take that long to do. But it is the start of our mowing season. Really, silage season is off and flourishing, and we'll see how we get on. We've been able to get on top of some more of the verge mowing in the area. Problem being, though, that it's been such good growing weather of late, it's starting to grow back already. So, ooh, let's slow down there. We'll have to keep an eye on that, keep on top of it as and when the time calls for it. Very quiet around here this morning, actually, which is lovely. So for those of you who will remember, we recently had the contractors in knocking down an old building in our yard. That's with the aim of trying to get a little bit more space. And as we were looking into it there was a very thick line of hedges and trees behind the yard itself. So we removed some of those, about half of those. The hedge line is still there, but it's just not as thick as it was. And what that's done is given us a little bit more. Well, it gives us the whole area to work with, really. We've put the fuel tank back in a different place, so that's all set up and working. So right now we have pretty much as much space as we're going to be able to work with here on our yard. That looks quite interesting, actually. Still got to shift the combine header. The combine's moved up to its storage space for now, just because we don't have any. We were busy in this yard and we needed all the space. We've had a dry stone wall in here recently as well. I'm going to show you what he's been getting up to. Let's just leave that there for now. Okie dokie then. One of the things I'm going to be doing very shortly is wielding a chainsaw just to prune back that tree more than anything else. So you can kind of see where the old yard finished and where we've been able to extend it all out. And we've made quite a little bit of extra space there. I have been in touch with a supplier of various different shapes and sizes of agricultural buildings. And our aim is to get another building installed along here, kind of running parallel to these buildings over here. Some of you were discussing why don't we just convert this. This is actually a listed building, so we can't touch this, we can't knock this down or use it. Unfortunately, it is just going to have to stay like that, which is a shame. Obviously, we have this building here as well, when we can't really do much with that, and that's a good storage building as it is, so there is no need to kind of change that in any way. But what we will do is, in line with the edge of this wall here, we'll have a shed going along here, and then we're just going to have some more storage space on the back side of the shed along there. Now that we have the stonemason in, like I say, and he has shifted the wall that was along the edge of this building, shifted it around there. We're going to put a second gate in up there, actually, just to make things a little bit more secure. So these two gate posts are going to be hung over there as soon as we get around to it. We're actually going to get the stone wall to come back in. The stonemason will come in and put another wall similar to that on the other side. He just hasn't got back to doing that yet. We need to put a foundation in first, really, that's why. And so yeah, as you can see, we've got plenty more space. I was contemplating the option of having to see if we could buy a little bit of this field, to be honest, so just kind of square out to give us more room, but we didn't feel the need to do that in the end, so it's worked out very well for us. So I'm very happy about that. And what we're going to do now, like I say, the class is all set up, as you can see here. We've got our old Vicon mower on the front. This thing is about 16, 17 years old, I think. It's had a lot of use, but it's hanging on in there. We do our best to look after it, and it'll do its job for us without a shadow of a doubt. At some stage, I'd like to go to a new Kuhn mower, something just to match what we have on the front, but that's it's definitely not of vital importance right now. And then we've got our 3-meter rear-mounted mower as well, which, you know, between the two I can really get some output here. I'm coming in at around about just under 6 meters with these two, 5.5 I think it is. And so it's a good little size for what I want. There we go. So we are going to head off, and yeah, let's get silage season underway, shall we? Alright then, so like I say, we need to take that header trailer away. The combine's been shifted off to its the storage shed that we've kind of leased, really, and it'll stay there for another couple of weeks until we need to bring it down, start focusing on harvest. What I'm going to do is pull this to here quickly. You're going to shut my gate. Keep the unwanted people out. There've been a lot of thefts in the area recently. I want to kind of make sure that doesn't happen to me. Oh, it's a hot air balloon. Alright, now off we go. As you can see, we've got both sides of the road mowed down up here as well. Looking a little bit tidy. It's starting to come back though a bit, so we'll have to get in touch with that. We are contracted to do about 3 full cuts per year, or per summer actually, on this ground. So we're on track. We've pretty much done a full first cut. We're going to right at the end of the road here. Problem is, when you have a front mower on, it really kind of extends your front nose, so you can't quite see as much when you get to a junction. But this is field number 1 on our left here, and then field number 2 is on the other side of the hedgerow. Not particularly big fields by any stretch, but hey, it's where you gotta start. Get that done quickly here. Okay, so I think what we'll do, so we'll get in and we'll just get that gate shut as well so we can get around properly. Sling the hydraulics out. Still a bit of standing water in here, but I think that's more just the gateway being a soaking mess than anything else. Alright, everything is looking good. I'd say fairly confident everything's set very well. First few passes are always going to be a little bit hit and miss there, just as we try and get everything dialed in really. But yeah, then we'll be grand to get going. So let's do exactly that. Let's get ourselves in and away. Okay, got my hydraulics set up on my joystick there. So remower away. Foot mowers down. Perfect. So I've got the timing set up properly. Let's just see how this is gonna work. It's a little bit bumpy there. Smashing! We're away. So, customer wants me to knock off 6 headlands on each field. So 3 passes around for each time. Not too many. Should be nice and easy to get knocked out. What is a beautiful view down here. Looking over this lake. It's glorious. Don't go too close to the edge there though. Don't quite know how stony it's going to get. First time round we'll always take it a little slower there just to make sure that we're everything's going okay there. We can't really see what I'm mowing into as well, so we've got to factor that in. Oh, that's bumpy. Good God. Doesn't seem to be a great deal of grass here, but it's coming through okay. We're not seeming to have too many problems there. We'll have a look though once we get the first headland done. Alright then. Let's stop about there actually. Well, it is thin. Perhaps which is why I wanted to do the headlands first, is to see what it's going to look like. I don't know if he's putting any nitrogen on here at any point, but it is pretty thin indeed. But hey, that's not my problem. I'm only here just to follow our orders, and this will get raked up and probably baled, I would imagine. But yeah, we'll keep going until we're told not to, I suppose. So with that, we'll leave it here for now. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly agrees to host everything. I have been your young farmer, Andy. I'll be back over the course of the next few days. We really look to get cracking. And we will see you in the next one. So until then, have yourself a great rest of your day. Enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll see you later.